What ho? What's happening, everybody? Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement. We're gonna have a great show tonight. I think I just scared the shit out of my guest.
No, I'm good.
She's good. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, let's start off by saying the name because the name on Instagram is a little bit different than the personal name that we're going to talk about here in the basement. This is Lisa Marie Riley,
Hi, how are you?
but everybody knows you out there as Funny Lisa.
One funny Lisa.
One funny Lisa Marie. Let's actually ask the question. How'd you come up with that? One
didn't.
funny Lisa Marie.
I wasn't that. I was another name my sister came up with, but I had to change it because somebody said it sounded a lot like theirs, and then she made the next one. She just made it up.
You kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. Why would I kid?
No, I'm not kidding. Why would I
You
kid?
asked me.
This is an East Coast woman, boy. This is gonna be crazy. One funny Lisa Marie was
Yeah.
close to somebody else's
No,
title.
the first name was close to somebody else's, which sounded exactly like it. So I had to change it. And then it became One Funny. I was like, just put whatever, One Funny. And I'm like, all right, Lisa Marie. So whatever. Like that.
Well, that's kind of strange because there's a lot of Lisa Maries.
Put the whole name together.
No kidding.
Didn't sound like nobody else's. You know anybody else that sounds like that?
No,
Man.
I like the way you
It wouldn't
got
have
it.
made you make it.
One funny Lisa Marie.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made you make it if somebody had a name that sounded alike. Like, you know, when you put it in?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting? All right. Well, it's
Not
kind of
really, but it's just
No,
not
'cause
really interesting.
I was told a long time ago when I had the label New Jersey's Bad Boy to get rid of it because people were going to think I was a dirty, filthy comedian. But I originally got it because we were doing dirty, filthy material at that time and it worked. And then, yeah, when I got older, I started to say maybe I got to get rid of that name. But it was on so many different marquees, I just left it alone and now I don't say anything. But some people do refer to that.
Oh,
And
going back.
it has to,
Yeah.
it has to deal with, the voice and the way we speak because we're here from the East Coast and you hear, hey, how you doing? Which I didn't even know was an accented verbiage until I moved to California.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
we were
I
like
wouldn't have
everybody
knew
else.
either. Yeah, I wouldn't have knew either.
Oh, they would know you right away. I know, and I'm from New Jersey. There's a total difference between New York and New Jersey accent.
Yeah?
I think so.
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh, I
mean,
can hear it.
Yeah?
Oh, even your.
I don't
even
know.
Well, we're going to find out by the
Okay.
end of the show. So I'm very happy that you drove out from Staten Island
From Staten Island,
to
yeah.
be here on the show tonight.
Thank you for having
There's
me.
a lot of crazy shit going on in the news. We want
Yes.
to touch on that so we could rant just a little bit. And I bet you, now we've never sat next to each other. We've never had a conversation before.
No.
But I bet you any money by watching her work and the way we're hanging out right now, we have the same views. I'm disgusted that the 4th of July actually brought out a shooting. Is that unbelievable?
It's terrible when anybody gets hurt.
It's-
Terrible,
it's-
horrible, horrible when anybody gets hurt anytime, anywhere.
Who would have thought, out of anything in the world, there'd be a shooting at a 4th of July parade, but then again, who would ever have thought there'd be a shooting in a school? I did my morning walk this morning and I went to my grammar school. And I walked around the fields of the grammar school just so people could see what a wonderful area and neighborhood I grew up in. And I remember playing dodgeball. I remember playing hopscotch. I remember playing jump rope, never fearing that anything dangerous would happen. Right?
I can't say right. Because
Why?
you always were feared. My parents always made me fear that, God forbid, something could happen bad.
Oh, yeah?
Never to what extent, I don't know. But I always was worried about, God forbid, something bad happening. But you didn't know to what extent or things that happen that you never heard of that happen
Yeah.
are tragic.
Well, this is like very suburban. But the point that I was making is now I'm saying to myself, it could happen here.
Unfortunately.
In this
God forbid.
beautiful little place where you could smell the pine trees and everybody's happy. It's a beautiful day. What was the game that you played when you hit the ball and it went around the pole with a wire, with a string? Tetherball. Did you ever play it?
No.
That's hilarious.
I played handball. Handball.
All right, now you're going to see the difference. You grew up in
Handball.
this city?
I grew up in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All right. So tetherball is more of a suburban thing.
I could picture what it looks like, but I never played tetherball. Tetherball.
Tetherball.
Tetherball.
Yeah. All right, so Brooklyn. Brooklyn's much different than, let's say, the suburbs of where we are right now. Where in Brooklyn?
Bensonhurst, Gravesend.
Bensonhurst, Gravesend. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, I don't really know a lot about Brooklyn.
Really?
I don't.
Never?
I went to Brooklyn a few times.
Yeah.
I went to go see the iconic pizza place where.
L&B.
Huh?
L&B.
L&B it's called?
Yes.
What's it really called?
L&B Spumoni Gardens.
I'm
That's what
thinking
you talk about?
No, I'm thinking about when John
Saturday Night
Travolta
Fever.
got. Yeah,
Saturday,
the pizza.
I cut you off a lot. I know. Saturday Night Fever, Lenny's.
Oh, it was Lenny's.
Yeah.
So that's not L&B?
There's a lot of iconic pizzas in Brooklyn.
What's the one that you just mentioned?
I just said L&B.
It's a short name for Lenny's?
No.
It's a different one.
L&B's one, Spumoni Gardens, and Lenny's Pizza is another one.
Oh,
But
all right.
L&B is very delicious, and everybody knows
Everybody knows.
I mean, you didn't know, but I knew.
I'd have been California too long.
if you're from Brooklyn, you know.
I did a show recently in Brooklyn, but it was called Williamsburg.
Okay. Go ahead.
And the only thing I knew about Brooklyn is there was a famous comedy club there years ago that I don't think it exists anymore. It was called Pips.
Pips Comedy Club. Why do I want to say that it does?
It does?
Why do I want to say that? I mean, I don't know, but I know Pips Comedy Club. I've heard it. I don't know if it's still there. Don't quote me. You can look it up on American Online.
Well, maybe when I'm done using my phone, we'll
Yeah.
go look it up. But I
Yeah.
mean, Pips was like
I'll look it up
supposedly
online.
the place to be. And then there was Grandpa's, but I think that was Staten Island, right?
I don't know.
Grandpa's, maybe
But I
that
know
was
Pips.
Long Island. Staten Island.
Yeah, Pips Comedy Club in Brooklyn. Yeah,
It still exists?
still open.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, still there.
Well, we need to make
Still
a
there.
visit to Brooklyn.
Yes.
We only hear the name Sheepshead Bay. I heard the name
Yes. Roland Rose.
Bay Ridge.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of difference? Is there a lot of big difference between those areas?
Sheepshead Bay and Bay Ridge. Well, yeah. I mean, every neighborhood in Brooklyn is different, but they're all wonderful. They're all wonderful. Best childhood of growing up in Brooklyn. The best memories, the best childhood, and every neighborhood, had something different.
I think one of the iconic shows that came on television, maybe I'm going to show my age now, but was based in Brooklyn was Welcome Back, Kotter.
Okay.
Did you get to see any of that?
No.
Welcome Back, Kotter was about
I heard of it, but I never seen it.
a school in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And the kids were all troublesome. They called them the Sweat Hogs, and that's where John Travolta first got on television.
Oh, wow.
And John
That
Travolta,
I didn't know.
he was Vinnie Barbarino.
Oh, wow. I never knew that. That I didn't know.
You know what? We're going to have to get you to watch some of the episodes
I
somewhere
will.
because Welcome Back, Kotter was the Sweat Hogs. They went to some school in Brooklyn, and it was very, very funny. But the lead actor, Gabe Kaplan, was a stand-up comedian.
Really?
And I believe the story was loosely based on his life. Then he went back to his hometown where he was one of the Sweat Hogs, troublesome kid.
Okay.
And then he became the teacher.
Oh, wow.
And then that's where John Travolta.
I heard of it. I never watched it.
Yeah, we got to get you to
Now I
watch
gotta
some of the
watch
episodes.
it. Now I'll watch it. Heard of it, never watched it.
I don't think it was short after he had done that show that he went into Saturday Night Fever.
Really?
What could he have been? 21? John Travolta?
He was young. He was young in that one,
John
but I don't
Travolta.
know.
What a great movie. Now that I'm
Yes.
thinking about it, I would
I've
love to
watched
walk
it.
down that street and go to Lenny's.
Go to Lenny's.
Lenny's
They're still
Pizza.
open. Delicious.
Isn't that amazing?
Delicious.
Is it the same owner after all
20th
these
and
years?
86th. Yeah.
20th and
20th
86th.
and 86th. Still the same owner and his daughter. Yep.
And his daughter.
Yeah.
See, there's the accent.
Yeah.
I say daughter, but you were a little bit more like a daughter. Something, I don't know.
I didn't
Something
hear
so-
it.
It's
You
gonna,
heard it.
It's going to come out different.
This guy's living.
Hey, I didn't even know fuck was a dirty word till I moved to California. I thought it was just like talking. But it is, and you find that out. I remember when I first moved to California, everybody's like, "Why, you East Coast people, all you do is curse." I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about?"
Terrible. Horrible.
It's not
Horrible.
really.
Horrible.
So where
Yeah.
in Brooklyn is this? You were born? She said,
I was born in Gravesend and Bensonhurst.
right now
yeah.
they're doing a TV series called Gravesend.
Yes, William. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
my friend lived right next door to him growing up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we used to wash his car.
All right. Well, we
Yeah.
just mentioned a guy named William DeMeo,
Yes.
who's producing, directing, writing, and starring in a
Yes.
TV series called Gravesend.
Yes.
This is their second season. You can
Yes.
watch it on Amazon. It's got a lot of acquaintances in. Friends with a lot of those guys.
Really?
You're probably friends with Big Time Tommy and
Yes, well, I know of them. They're not my friends, but I know
Right.
of them. I know of them. But William, I used to know because my friend Christy lived right next door. We used to sit in the driveway, and he used to wash his car.
I never even heard of Gravesend till they started making this project.
Really? Yeah,
No.
West Street.
Guys
Yeah,
like
look at
us
that.
out in the suburbs, we hear Bay Ridge, and that's basically because of Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Sheep's Head Bay because we had some friends that I guess went fishing and they lived at the bay or something like
Yes,
that.
yeah. But there's such restaurants there that everybody, I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're from Brooklyn, you know the neighborhood, you know the restaurants. I mean, that's what I do. I base everything around that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I do.
You
I
can
do.
give people directions that way.
Only based
Where you
on
going?
food
There's
places.
this restaurant
Only
over there.
based on the food spots, unfortunately.
Are your parents from there?
My parents are from Brooklyn. Yeah, we're all from Brooklyn. Yeah, and then we moved to Staten Island.
So how long were you in Brooklyn before you became this Staten Island person?
I've been in Brooklyn for 17 years, and then I moved to Staten Island with my family. And then my other sister, my younger sister, moved to Jersey. I want to say Farmingdale. She has a pizzeria out there, Doughboys. And then my other sister lives down the block. We all live right next to each other.
In Staten Island.
In Staten Island, we all live next to each other. Yeah.
Staten Island also has a lot of Italian people, a lot of wise guy type people, and a lot of different great restaurants in Staten Island.
Yes.
Staten Island's a little closer to New Jersey than Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah. You from here. Well, here you're 25 minutes from me.
Oh yeah?
You were 25 minutes from me, but Brooklyn, yeah, you'd be farther, obviously.
A lot of different bridges to cross.
Yeah,
So you've been in Staten Island for a little while.
yeah, a long while.
When was it that you decided all of a sudden, you know what, I'm going to do some stuff on the internet? Because a lot of people in the entertainment industry, like myself, we see what you're doing and immediately we think, oh, wow, isn't she funny? This
Thank
is
you.
really, really great. I wonder where she's performing. I'd like to perform with her. Maybe we can get together.
thank
Maybe we
you.
can have her come on the podcast. Because a lot of entertainers, when they see each other on the internet, they start to say, oh, it would be really great to work with somebody
Yeah.
like that.
I'm not a comedian. I wouldn't take the title from somebody that worked hard to be a comedian. That's what they practiced. I made it. My sister made me a page. My husband got diagnosed with cancer. We had a group text message. I hated group text messages. Hated them, hated them, hated them. So my sister made an Instagram page for me, and she goes, "You just talk, and we'll all talk underneath it, but you won't get the ding, 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 you know, all the
Right.
stuff, the la, 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 la." So I did it. So she made me the page. I didn't do it to be like, I'm going to be this and I'm going to do that, because that's not my thing. I'm a court reporter. I'm a stenographer. That's my job outside of my home. I'm a mother, and that's my job outside of my home. So we made the page just to just forget about stuff and laugh about stuff. And it worked. And it worked. Made a lot of nice, beautiful, wonderful friends. It worked, and it was a wonderful, beautiful distraction. Then it became where people said, you're funny, so do this. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. It paid. So I did it. And that's how it became. And then that was it. And I made such an amazing, wonderful group of friends on this American Online thing with everybody, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, that I wouldn't trade it, because good people. I've
Right.
met good people. Good people.
Like me.
Yeah. You're
I
one
come
of
out
them
of
too now.
nowhere.
You're one of them too now. And Angelo.
He's not here. He's not here. Don't, he's not here.
I'm kidding. The guy I met earlier.
Yeah, that guy from before. Well, that's interesting because we're going to get back to this funny
Yeah.
stuff because that's what we need to get to. But I have to ask because I didn't even think they had a court stenographer anymore.
What? Where you been?
That's
do you think they
that's
got?
such a Brooklyn thing. What? Where you been?
What do you think they got?
Well, I thought maybe they just videotape it now or
What if the tape
record it,
breaks?
record it in
What if
the.
the tape breaks? Then what do? You got nothing. You need paper.
Is that
You need
the
hard
way to look
copy.
at it?
That's the way that I look at it. Without that, I
All
would
right.
have a job.
Let's explain this to everybody. I got to put my glasses on now because everybody's going to have the same questions I have.
Go ahead.
When I was younger, and I'm sure that a lot of people, when they were younger, they watched a court case on television,
Yes.
and you always wondered what that person who was so close to the judge was doing
Typing.
in that tiny little thing.
Machine. Yeah.
Machine. And it was kind of like a wonder. How could they type that fast?
It's a
So-
combination of keys. You're not typing one for one. You're doing a combination of keys that equal a word. So,
So-
it's a combination. It's short form. It's shorthands. It's all short forms, and it makes up a word. You know what I mean? Your name is One Stroke Mike, like that. It's not Mike. It's Mike.
So, is there a letter on this machine or
It's a combination of letters
that spell out Mike?
that you hit at the same time, the letters, and it's Mike. So I'm not typing like Mike. It's Mike. One hit.
All
It's a
4 letters.
combination. It's not 4 letters. It's a combination of letters. It's 3 on this side. I do it like that. Everybody does it different, and 4 on this side because I would have you as Mike. So I'm doing this. It's a combination of letters that equals one word. And
So-
phrases or group of words, short forms. That's how you do it, like that.
Now, how
Very
long?
confusing.
Yeah, it is confusing, but
Yeah.
we're going to get straight this all done because
Yeah.
I have to know, and I
Okay.
know a lot of people
I
want
would
to
have
know.
brought my
too.
machine if you were interested.
No shit.
Yeah, I would have.
Oh, you did bring it.
No, I
no.
would have. What was I gonna know? What was I look like? I was gonna know. He wants my
Could you imagine that?
stenographer machine?
You're learning how to
Yeah.
be a court stenographer? Is that
Court
what?
stenographer or a stenographer. Not everybody has to
stenographer.
work in court. They could be freelance.
I'm a stenographer.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
So you graduate high school and you go to college to be
You go to a
court-
trade school.
It's a
to be
trade school?
It's a trade school. Yep.
How long does it take to learn how to be a stenographer?
It's a 2-year school, but you can do it as fast as you want, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. I did it in 13 months.
Is that right?
Yeah. I was
'Cause
gonna
that's
lie
what
for you for.
that's what you really wanted to do.
Because I really wanted to do it, and I wanted to get out of the school because the school was, for me, was very expensive, and I had to get out of there quick.
Where was the school?
It was in Manhattan, Stenotype Academy.
Wow, this is like so brand new to me. I
Yeah.
never even heard of any of the Stenotype Academy.
Love the job that I did. It's not around anymore. They got a school in Queens now, I heard. It's not, my school isn't around in Manhattan anymore. The best decision I ever made. Love my job, love what I do. The best decision I ever made. Yeah.
How long you been doing it?
20 years?
20 years.
Yep.
Do you have to be familiar with
Yeah.
court lingo?
No, there's freelance reporters that do depositions, car accidents, divorces, matrimony, all this stuff. And then there's court reporters that do court, federal court, criminal court, family court. It's all different. So if you go to the courthouse, you're going to have to learn the certain lingo. You know, you wouldn't know it if you never heard it before. Or if you go to a construction freelancing job, you got to learn the lingo. You never heard of it before.
Right.
So you got to learn all of it, like you got to know. But you could freelance or you could work in court. So I freelanced and then I went into criminal court.
So
And I haven't worked in criminal court. I've been on a leave for a very long time because of my situation. And I don't know if I'll be going back to court or freelancing.
well, when you were working in the court system, were
Yes.
you on any cases that were pretty dramatic and murderous?
A lot.
and-
No. I had a lot of
Shoot 'em
one-to-one
ups?
cases, but we're not allowed to talk about them.
Oh,
Not
no?
allowed to talk about it.
E-
No.
Even that they're, but
No.
even now that they're over.
You can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. It's
Oh.
a legal matter. I
Well,
can't talk
I
about
figured
it.
the matter's over. It's on
No,
television.
I can't talk about it.
Oh,
And if
all
I
right.
could, I don't know, and I would never talk about it because I'm tight-lipped.
Oh, is that
Mom
right?
is the word. What happens with me stays with me.
I've heard that
Loyal
phrase
to the
before.
soil.
I don't know what happened.
I'm loyal to the soil.
All right, so it must be interesting though when you see all these people yelling and screaming in court. I object.
It's a wonderful, wonderful
Sustained.
experience. A wonderful job. I recommend it to anybody.
Really?
I mean it. The best experience of my life was going to school to do that. Best decision I made school-wise. And I love my job.
The majority of people out there, and I bet you guys can tell me, all we really know about this job is what we see in the movies or
Yeah.
television.
Uh-huh.
That's all you ever see it. And
Yeah.
when you do see a court case, you really never see that person.
Yeah.
On television or in the movies, you'll see somebody say, can you read that back to us?
Yeah.
Is
Without
that,
us,
is that,
it can't
is that-
happen.
Is that the terminology?
Yes, can you read that back?
Can you read that
yeah,
back? And then
verbatim.
you do that.
Then you read it back. Well, you have the paper, but now the machines are like a computer. That you don't even need to read it from the paper no more.
So
on
now
a
it's
computer.
in
It's
a-
so upgraded that people have the new machines. Like it's just,
Yeah.
it's an amazing world to be in. It's like its own little world, and it's just amazing. It's amazing, amazing.
You remember when you were watching like a TV series and you could
Yeah.
see that person go like this with the paper?
Yeah. Now they
And
don't
then
have
it-
those no more. They
Yeah.
got a machine like this that's a computer you could read straight from the screen.
So I guess
Imagine
there's
that.
no deleting
No.
after you do that.
No, there is a way to delete it.
Yeah.
There's an asterisk. You can delete it. But You can't delete what they say. You got to get every single word of what they say. It's word for word.
So how many keys are actually on that thing?
4, 8, 12, 20.
20?
No. Now I'm going to get confused. 23. 4, 8,
It's just
12,
so
16,
much-
17, 18, 19, 21.
It's
Yeah,
so
23.
wild
I
to
just got
watch.
caught up for a second because I don't remember the machine when you're staring at it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't look at the machine anymore.
Well, you're so
You don't
used
look
to
down. Yeah, you're so used to it. You don't look
it.
down.
You just
just
saw
go.
how long it took me to put in your name on the computer.
Yeah, forget about it. Yeah, forget about it.
You're going to have to forget about it. You can imagine someone, what did you say to the court stenographer? Forget about it.
Yeah.
I can't, it's on tape.
Yes, it's a wonderful job. It's a wonderful job, but I'm doing it for so long that you don't even remember. You don't even think of the machine anymore. You're just doing it. You don't even think about it anymore.
Do you recognize lawyers and prosecutors?
Yeah, I
Like
work
you
with
see them all the time?
If I work in criminal court, yes, and I recognize attorneys because I freelance with them, and now a lot of it's on Zoom, which is wonderful.
How do you actually even get the job?
You work for an agency, or you got to take a test to be in court.
So it's not like a lawyer said, hey, I want to have my own personal stenographer on this case.
I mean, I'm sure it could be, but I don't know. I don't do it like that. You could work for an agency, and they send you out on jobs.
How interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's a wonderful job. It's very interesting.
So quiet. You see them sit there.
Yeah,
It's like dainty.
I'm not dainty, but yeah, I'll go with that. I wish I was
They're
dainty,
nice
but
and
I'm
quiet.
not.
Do you ever get frustrated when you're doing like, lady, could you speak up? I mean,
You gotta
come on.
tell them, stop. Can you please repeat that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you please say that again?
So
Yeah.
it's the stenographer that does that.
Well, no,
used-
somebody else can't hear it. I'm sure they're going to ask, but if we can't hear it, it's got to be heard, so we say it.
Right.
Because if I don't get it down, then that never happens.
Do you ever reprimand somebody? Because I watch Judge Judy, and if somebody says yeah, she says yes.
I got to get yeah, and I got to get yes.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I can't reprimand them. Don't say, who am I? I got to just take exactly what they say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Judge Judy makes them say yes because if they say, oh no, I'm wrong. You can't say
You can't say, It has to be a word.
a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
she does.
You got to talk.
She would say you can't say You
Yeah, it's
have
got
to
to be
say
words.
yes.
You got to talk so we can type it.
Right. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Let me tell you, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
When you are doing it,
Yeah.
and you watch like some shows on television, like maybe a high profile case, do you
go
ever
straight
say,
for the reporter.
I know, but do you ever say to yourself, I wish I was on that case?
Yes, of course I do.
Like, I want to be on the O.J. Simpson case, damn, or what just happened
The
with
Johnny Depp. I
Johnny
said, wow,
Depp.
look at her. Yeah, you look at them because she's in there, and you're like, wow, look what she's. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big deal.
I wonder what it would be like to be that court stenographer when Johnny Depp is going, a mega pint? You would think the person would just start cracking up.
I don't know. I don't know what she said. A lot of us do have our own thing. We laugh, we think things, but we're not really supposed to be like, like that. You got to be like just,
Do
seen
they
and not
actually
heard.
tell you in a class, hey, listen, when you do get this job, you have to be very
I was
monotone.
told you have to be seen, not heard. When I went to school, you got to be seen, not heard.
Yeah, because
That's what I was told. I don't know what anybody else would
you
told.
take the average guy like me, and I'd be doing it, I'd be going like this. Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, then you'd be fired. You'd
Oh,
be
come
fired.
on now.
You'd be fired.
Can
in
I take a
second.
break? I got to go to the bathroom.
You'd be fired.
Any famous judges? But I guess you couldn't tell us.
Yeah, no, I've worked with everybody I've worked with has been wonderful. Exception of a few people. Some people are just whatever, but yes, every judge I've worked with I've loved.
And is it any specific court, like Brooklyn courts?
I worked in Brooklyn Criminal Court. Yeah.
And then Staten Island?
No, and then I took a leave. And then I haven't went back since, and I freelance. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say we feel like you have the presence of a young lady who comes from an Italian family.
My family's Italian, yes.
Yeah. Where are they from?
My father's Sicilian, my mother's Napolitan.
And did they come from Italy?
No, they did not.
Oh, no.
My great grandmothers did.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Sicilian. We had somebody on the show a few times that likes to go into that big conversation that they're not from Italy, they're from Sicily. It's different. Do you stand on that?
I don't get involved in those conversations because everybody's got their own opinion and they're all entitled to it. and I don't get involved in those. I don't get involved in them.
I don't get involved either.
I don't get involved. I just listen.
My family's all Brutes. We all have blonde hair and blue eyes, and a lot of people like to say, "Oh, you look very Sicilian." None of them are from Sicily, and they all say gravy, and they don't say sauce, which could be another argument. But I don't argue
Yes.
about that. I
Yes.
just shut up and eat.
Me too.
So what
I'm
would
an
you guys
eater.
saying? Sauce or gravy?
You want to put me in this argument? So
No,
I can
it's
say
not an
something else?
argument. You could say whatever you want.
I
I'm not
think if
gonna-
it has meat in it, it's gravy.
Bingo! We win. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
That's me, though.
That's the way my mother used to
That's
say
how
it.
it
Now,
is, but
my
I don't
mother
know.
was born in Italy, so when she came over here, and if she's saying it's gravy, then I guess she came over with that. It's not a
That's
New
how.
Jersey
Yeah, she
term.
didn't make it up. They had it there.
They came
yeah.
over. So she would say marinara. She never said the word marinara. She said marina,
Yeah.
which is sauce.
Yes.
There's no meat in it. But when you put sauces in it, and you put brajioles in it, and you put
That's what I
meatballs in
consider
it,
it,
and
gravy.
pork, it becomes gravy, and you sit down, you shut up, and you eat.
That's what I consider it. But I don't know. Everybody's different.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy about that, especially since you just said that on my show, because everybody knows that's what I say. And obviously, we're in the basement, and this is where Mommy made that gravy
Yes.
all the time. You weren't allowed to go
Wonderful.
upstairs, because if you went upstairs, you're going to mess up the rug.
Yes, or the couch.
The couch.
You ate downstairs, yeah.
Same thing for you?
Well,
Were
remember
there
the-
basements in Brooklyn?
Yeah. Where do you think we're coming from?
Well, in Brooklyn's a lot of buildings. These are houses.
There's houses in there. What are you
Yeah, that's
talking
right.
about?
Row homes, right?
Wait, what?
Row homes when they're all attached
Yes,
to each
they're all.
other.
It's either that or people have singular houses detached, but they all the
See,
basement.
I really don't know Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we think Brooklyn, me personally, you think Manhattan, you think the city, you think everything is a
no,
building.
it's a block.
A
Everybody's got
block.
a stoop and a block.
See?
If it's in the row, or they have their own houses.
I love the way she said that. Everybody had a stoop. There are people watching from different parts of the country, and there's a lot of people from like Arizona, California.
Oh.
And you say stoop, they're like, what was it?
When you go outside your door,
You gotta explain.
when you go outside your door, you
It
walk,
still doesn't
sit
explain.
on the stoop.
It's a porch, but it's not made of wood. It's made of brick.
It's stairs.
Right in the
yeah.
front, it's stairs.
You sit on the stairs.
You sit on the stairs.
Sit on the stairs.
If you leave the stairs, your father slaps the shit out of you because you don't know where you went.
No, when you come home when the lights go low. Yeah. Yes, with your curfew, the lights turned off.
How could you not love this conversation when you hit on the same cylinder that I'm thinking?
Yeah.
But it's the different way she actually presented it. Because we said, my father would always say, when the street light comes on, your
You come
ass
home.
is in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't what time of night, is when the street light goes
Comes on. Yeah. And everybody would have to go home and eat and go home.
And,
yeah.
and eat.
Yeah.
My mother, we had a rotary phone, right?
Yeah.
And I'm three boys. My older brother, me, my younger brother Anthony. We'd sit upstairs and have dinner. And if the phone rang,
Right?
my mother
you
would
never
go.
answer it.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
answer.
she didn't answer the phone, but if she did, somebody was going to get yelled at.
Because they were calling at that time.
They're calling at dinner
Yeah.
time.
Do you remember when you used to go with the quarters? And you, well, I don't know if you did it. I said remember.
No, quarters.
When you used to call, no, like if you used to call from the payphone and make a collect call.
Yeah.
But don't answer.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a quarter,
It was the signal
it was a signal.
to let them know.
Please leave it. But this is you accept the collect call from. I'm not coming tonight. Click like that. Remember?
Yeah.
That's what
So you
people
could
used
save
to
your
do.
quarter.
You could say no because you didn't have one
Yeah.
from the payphone like that.
Would you
Yeah.
accept the charges? I have a collect call
And
from.
then you say nope, and then you say I have a collect call from Ron Avenue U. I'll call you back, and like that's it. And
Yeah.
then they wouldn't accept it because they would just know where you were. You'd say the message really quick.
How many people out there
Yeah.
even know what we're talking about?
No,
because
probably
there are,
not.
I remember when I was going on commercial auditions in New York City when I was early teens, late teens. You had to have a pocket full of quarters to make a
Yes.
phone call, and then you had to find a free phone.
Yes.
Remember, somebody was actually on the phone. You felt like going, "Could you fucking hurry
You
up? I
hurry
gotta
up! I
make
gotta
a
make
call."
a phone call. But if they didn't have the quarter, you made the collect call.
Yes. I used to call collect from California all the time so that I didn't have to pay for the call, and my mother knew everything was okay.
Yes, you have a collect call from. I'm not even you. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yes.
Do you
Or-
accept? And you just hung up.
I have a collect call from Michael. Do you accept? My father would go, "No, he never has any money." And
Yeah.
we all knew everybody was happy.
Yeah, yeah, it's the truth. We all did it. That's what we did.
Now anybody could make a phone call within seconds. It doesn't cost you anything, and you could see the person that you're calling. Is that a change?
Yes. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Fucking unbelievable.
Wow. Well,
And
first
I think
they came out with the beepers, Remember the beepers?
The beepers.
And you'd write your message and you flip the beeper upside down.
Beeper.
Yeah.
Don't you just love her accent?
Yeah. Oh,
Do you know if you went to a different state, it would have been a beeper? But she said beepers.
well, beepers. You know, we used to have the beep.
Do you
and
say
used to-
use or yiz?
What?
Use or yiz? How you's
Yous.
doing?
How
How
you-
you's doing?
It depends who you're talking with.
Depends on who.
I don't know.
Is
I
it
don't think
plural?
about it. I don't think about it.
Imagine people used to say to me, look that up in the dictionary. And I'm like, I know it's not there. Just shut up. How you's doing?
I don't know. I don't even think sometimes before I'm saying it. I didn't even know that. Yeah. But remember, you used to have me. I don't know if you remember, but I did. And you flip it upside down and be the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You'd
Yeah.
write something.
I love you.
That was
You're an
1-4
asshole.
143 was I love you. 133 was I miss you. 823 was I was thinking of you.
Remember all the commercials? Get your beeper
Yeah.
from Crazy Eddie.
Yes. Yes. On 86th Street, they sold the beepers. Wow.
Beepers originally
And then
was.
you'd have like a breakdown because it was like $1.99 a month, and I was like, "How am
Yeah.
I going to pay this?"
Oh God! Stop! Stop beeping me.
I was like, "How am I going to pay this?"
Remember the guy that used to wear your beeper on a thing? Nobody
Yeah.
ever beeped you. Then that one day, you're like, who the fuck's bothering me?
Yeah, we just wanted it to go off so you could hear
Yeah, so
people
you
could
could-
hear you. Yeah,
People know you're important now. What are you, a
Yes,
doctor?
yes.
Are you a doctor?
yeah. Couldn't wait for it to beep, so I'd be like, "Oh, who's this?" But meanwhile,
Put your beeper on vibrate.
yeah, it was like a text message.
Holy mackerel. Now, in New York City, a lot of people may or may not know this, you have the outer boroughs. And the outer boroughs actually do have different accents amongst each other. New Jersey's not considered a borough. We're the tri-state area, which includes Connecticut. Manhattan, there actually is no accent because people are from different parts of the world. It's the outer boroughs like Staten Island, Long Island, Queens, right, Long Island, and Brooklyn. Is that the five? They all have different accents, quite honestly. So she sounds more Brooklyn to me than Long Island. Long Island's a little bit different. However, if we were both standing next to each other in Los Angeles to the people in California, we would sound identical.
Probably.
Isn't
yeah.
that amazing?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
So growing up in a nice Italian family, what is your, I know, your maiden name? Can't say it?
No, I know. Not that I can't say it. I just didn't say it. Wait.
Huh?
I did not that I can't say it. I just.
Oh.
I don't go by my maiden name because I'm married. Well,
Oh, okay, yes,
Well,
well.
I was.
When
married.
when you hear
You know
the
what I mean.
word Riley and I hear
Yes.
Irish, is that Irish?
Irish. Yes, I was married. I am now a widow. That's my second time saying that.
All right.
Yes.
We could talk about anything if you want to,
Yes.
or we can move on to some of the notes that I ran that was going on the news today, which is a completely wild different thing. They were showing in the news today that in Brooklyn, I don't know where in Brooklyn, but someone stole a very famous tabernacle. And they said it's worth $2 million. It has something to do with a church.
Get out of here.
Well,
I didn't
wh-
see it because I don't really watch the news.
I watched this news because I wanted to talk about this on the show. I don't know exactly what a tabernacle is, but they were saying it's worth $2 million. It's hundreds of years old. Everybody's really upset about it. It's Catholic Church. And then the funny part, the reward is $50,000.
Really?
$2 million,
And it's 50,000.
but the reward is $50,000.
Well, maybe because they figure you can't get rid of it because people are gonna know that it wasn't yours.
Well,
right?
if it's gold, you know somebody's going to try to just melt it down.
That could be. That could
What
be.
a
I don't know what
sin.
it is though.
It's huge. It's probably the size of like a human being's body.
Get out of here.
Look at somebody just wrote, that's where
where
they keep the wine and the bread. That's so wrong. But it's just funny we both saw the same thing at the same time.
Because I'm trying to read, but I can't really see. Long Island
We're
is not
gonna-
a borough. They said.
Oh, really? Long Island's
That's
not
what
a
they
borough?
said.
What is it?
I don't know.
It's an area? Then maybe Queens is the borough. I don't know. But also in the news today, I thought it was really funny that they're going to crack down on people who have illegal license plates. And the way they know it's an illegal license plate is because it's made of paper. So if you have a paper plate, you can now get arrested.
Wait,
but
what?
when you buy a paper plate, paper license plate,
A paper?
paper,
Why do they have paper? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Go ahead.
when you buy a brand new car.
Oh, they give you paper. Okay,
you-
paper.
Your license plate is paper.
Yeah.
So what people are doing is they're stealing cars and they're just putting a paper license plate, making it look like they just bought the car, and nobody's pulling them over. So the mayor of New York said today, we're now going to pull over anybody who has a paper plate. And I just think that's hilarious. Wait, here comes the five boroughs: Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, Bronx. All right, so I was off by one, but I thought Queens was Long Island. Boroughs are Brooklyn, Staten Island. Look at everybody. Islam's. Oh, Islam's. That guy could spell.
I
Queens,
have the
Bronx,
original license
Manhattan.
plate of my car from 1956. Wow.
Hey, my Stugatz.
Wow.
I love people who have these handles. You don't know what his name is, but he's my Stugatz, and he's in Canada. He writes all the time.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Hi.
Hey, my Stugatz. How you doing?
How are you?
How
my friend
are you?
lives in Toronto, and she might be coming in soon. She said.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto is really, really great, especially the Italian neighborhoods.
I never been to Canada. I've never really been a lot of places.
We got to get you
I've
to
had
go
your
to some
parts to fly,
places.
and I don't have a passport. So
Oh, you
there goes
really?
that. Yeah. Am I really? Why would I say it?
Now because of the pandemic, or
No,
always?
I'm just scared to fly on the plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
I fly just about every weekend.
Dominic.
and
Hi,
it's not
Dominic.
even that.
I just
Dominic.
saw
My
yeah.
Stugat. My middle name's Dominic. Dominucci.
Get out of here. That's my nephew's name.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, let's take in some questions since we just looked up. Woodbridge is a big Italian neighborhood, and that's where my Stugatz is from. My family, the Baratos, they live in Toronto. All right, let's rewind a little. There's another podcast. These guys are salivating that you're here right now. You know I'm right podcast.
Yes, I was on there.
Oh, you were on their show?
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up, boys? How you doing?
How are you?
You should have came over. Because they are covering their license plates to avoid the tolls as well.
Oh,
Oh, well.
I didn't think of that. Wow.
We just like we just sang a song.
Eee.
That is a great
That's
idea.
well, it's not a great idea. It's illegal.
Well, you are a stenographer.
Thank you.
Yes, bueno. Right now, we're getting an email from my friend Anna Dre. Anna Dre is the one from Upcycle Creations, and she's the one that made those pants. And the clothes
Those
for
are
the G.I. Joe
nice.
doll.
Those are really
And that's
nice.
Anna right there. Anna, we were talking about you before
I
we
was
came
talking
down.
about it. Really, really nice.
The clothes, the jeans. I
Yeah.
washed them again, and I think they need a little tender love and care. One of the patches was coming off,
Yeah.
and you need to draw on it again. So
Yeah.
I'll send them back
Beautiful.
to you.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
And she's in love with the Barbie doll.
Yeah.
And we learned tonight that there's a character that if we be really, really nice, maybe we can get Lisa Marie to do the voice for. What'd you say her name was?
Jem?
Jem.
Jem wasn't a Barbie. Jem was Synergy. Jem was a different
Oh, a different group of
different
people?
group of people.
Oh, so she don't
Barbie.
belong.
No, she belonged because I was Jem, but she belonged, but she wasn't a Barbie. Remember
Oh.
Jem?
I don't remember Jem.
Well, you don't remember
I'm a
Jem.
guy, I guess
but, I mean, I remember Jem, and I used to be her. Yeah, I used to be her.
Oh,
She was
that's-
like taller. Her shoes never fit nobody because they were bigger. Yeah, Jem was everything. Hello.
All right.
Where you been?
Jem
yeah,
was everything.
Jem was everything. But yeah,
We're going to have to get some clothes for Jem, Anna.
yeah, yeah. Remember her? People gotta remember Jem. Yeah,
Anna, maybe we should have a jacket made for Lisa Marie.
I would love that.
She makes these incredible denim jackets
I love that.
from either clothes that you give to her to make something
Yeah.
from or wherever she gets
She's
it.
wonderful. Your stuff is wonderful. It's really, really good. Jem, yeah, see? Jem, I could listen to Lisa. Oh, thank you so much. That was so nice of you to say. Yeah, Jem.
We're gonna get her to close with a song.
Yeah, get out of here.
You get out of here.
But yeah,
Yeah. No, we got to get her to talk for Barbie doll. That's Barbie doll's voice right
Barbie
there.
doll, don't look at me. Well, because people voices, you ever sees a voice that doesn't fit. So yeah, you could be Barbie.
No,
but
Barbie
I don't
doll-
look
what-
like a Barbie.
In my act, Barbie doll's from Long Island.
Get out of here. Well, you better
G.I.
be-
Joey, go screw yourself, you asshole. Where are my jeans? I need to get everyone to wear something. It's my pleasure. Well,
Wonderful.
maybe we'll do something like that. It's very nice.
Wonderful.
of you.
That was very nice of you.
Anna Dre made me also this hat. It's kind of like a fedora. It says "Make America Italian Again" on it. It's really, really badass. And I've been wearing it on stage, and everybody comes over to me and says, "Where do you get the clothes?" And one one night I was wearing the jeans and somebody offered me $300 for the jeans.
Wow.
Now I would have sold the jeans, but I didn't have anything on.
Ah, you should have brought it back up. But you can't get rid of them because they're original.
Yeah, they're original. I
They're
would never
original.
sell your jeans.
Thank you, DMC. Thank you.
DMC.
Well, huh.
I love you and your mom cooking together.
Yes, me and my mother.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of food, maybe now's a good time for us to have some food right here on the show because you know we always like to eat.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Wait, let's see who's even writing over here. Right. Grande Mike, favorite pastry. Oh, thank you guys. Stay tuned. We're going to take some questions for Lisa Marie in a second. We have some food. What's up there, cream puff? Oh, I guess that's for me.
You.
Yeah, I'm cream puff. Live from my mother's kitchen. All right. A friend of mine stopped by before Lisa got here, and he dropped off some food.
Food. That's who I was talking about before.
Yeah.
I met him coming in. I was coming in. He was going out.
Look at she's dying to get you some clothes. Though.
Yeah, get me a dungaree jacket.
Get a
Dungaree
dungarees.
jacket.
Who even says dungaree anymore?
Me. A dungaree jacket.
I know, but dungarees, that's such an old term. We said Levi's, dungarees.
Dungaree.
My mother used to say that. It's Friday, you can wear your
Your
dungarees.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
You can wear your dungarees with the extra pads on the knees so you can grow into
Yeah.
them. You remember the term, you'll grow into them.
Look, I grew into everything
You're
really
gonna
quick
grow
in my house.
You're gonna
please.
grow into them. I always got
I
hand-me-downs.
never had that problem. My mother never had that problem.
A friend of mine dropped by a little while ago, and he brought some pizza from Amore's,
Ooh,
which
looks
is
delicious. I got a corner.
you took your pick.
I got a corner.
Amore's is in Nutley, and you can look them up on the internet. Amore's Pizza, Nutley, New Jersey. You can say hello to our friend Jack Calandra.
Hi, Jack Calandra.
I don't know if he's related to Calandra's, which is a big Italian deli up in that area. He is. He's related. So we
looks
actually
delicious.
do shows at Calandra.
Ooh.
Maybe you and I will do a show together one of these days. I have a funny feeling we can make that happen. But in my plate, I have a nice slice of what they call grandma's pizza.
This
not
looks delicious.
Sicilian,
I got
right?
a corner.
This is grandma's pizza.
Looks like
Huh? This is Palermo.
I got a corner. I always pick a corner.
I would take a corner, but I like the middle. The middle's a little bit mushy.
Yeah.
A little nicer.
I like anything. It looks delicious.
All right, let's taste this Palermo pizza. Doesn't that look great? Mm-hmm. Product shot.
Tell me what to try. Tell me to try it. That's delicious.
This is so fucking good.
This is delicious.
Big shout out to our friends at the Wooden Spoon. You can see the size of the wooden spoon behind me.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
Wooden spoons were made to discipline children. This wooden spoon was made to kill somebody.
This is delicious. Amore.
It's really
pizza.
good.
Very, very good. This is delicious. It is. It is.
A lot of your friends are saying you're a great cook. Is that you in the kitchen? Are you good in the kitchen?
Me and my mother.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do you cook?
My mother, we cook everything together. Everything.
I'm actually allergic to fish.
Oh, God.
So on Christmas Eve,
The 7 fishes.
I had to go wait in the yard.
You don't have the 7 fishes?
We do.
But you can't have it.
No.
Oh, God.
So I leave the house. My mother would make me spaghetti aioli. Now you
eat
go
outside.
upstairs and eat alone. Mike, do you have a license for those guns? Ah!
Oh, your arms?
Why are you laughing at that? That was the serious point of the show. She's snoring. Do you have one of those laughs? What's the laugh called when somebody snores?
Snores?
Yeah.
What? You heard me laugh.
This is really good.
This is really good. Oh, grandma's with vodka. That looks good. That sounds good. Grandma with vodka.
I don't think I've ever had pizza with a vodka sauce.
What?
I never had pizza with a vodka sauce.
How the hell did you never have pizza with a vodka?
I've had macaroni with a vodka sauce. You say
never had a slice
macaroni or
of pizza?
pasta? You say
Wait a minute.
macaroni
Wait a
or
minute. You never had pizza
a
with
vodka?
vodka?
No, I did never had the
You're
vodka sauce.
crazy.
Gina
You're
Marie.
crazy. I say pasta or macaroni. Depends on the mood that I'm in. I say both. I say they're both right. I can't believe you never had
I never
vodka.
said pasta till I moved to California. Here in this house, you have macaroni.
Yeah, I say macaroni and I say pasta. I don't know.
Want to hear me imitate my mother?
Go ahead.
Wake your father, the water's boiling. Right?
My mother says, a pot's boiling. Get your father up. My mother too.
Or this one.
Yeah,
Here,
wow.
house slang is this. The water's up.
We never said
The
that.
water's up, which means I guess it was boiling.
Yes, but I never said that.
You snorted. Somebody just said.
I did.
You snorted. I said snored. You snorted. Joseph Camariri. Joe,
Hi, Joe.
you have to watch Lisa Marie on Instagram. Joe has a company that you should sponsor her.
What is it?
And me. And me.
Let me know what it is.
They make Zapelas.
Oh my God, Zeppelis.
Zapelas. My mother always said Zape, a Zapela. Now, where do we get Zapelas most of the time in our lives?
The feast.
At the feast.
Yeah.
Well, Joe has come up with a way to have the Zapelas whenever you want.
Get outta
It's
here.
a mix that you take home and you make it yourself.
Get out of here.
You get her to cook it on your show on a show, and we're gonna go nuts because I think this is gonna be a great product.
I think it's.
I'm
Gonna be
all
great.
over this.
I love it. I love it.
Zapela mix from your house.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna promote the crap out of that.
I'm up for anybody that's trying something new. Vodka sauce is the best on the pizza. See?
There's Ciro DiPaggio. He's making a movie called The Mop King. Look at this. Let me
Hey.
show you this.
Wonderful.
This is a wine that my friend
Wow.
in Florida came up with. He's from Naples, Italy, and it's called
The
Chooch.
real Chooch.
The real Chooch.
Wow.
Which we always said Chooch to say to somebody was like a
Yes.
knucklehead or a
Yes.
dummy,
Yes.
something like
A
that.
big chooch. Like
And
you
then
did.
this one over here. Oh, cabiche. So
Wait. This,
some
yeah.
of these wines,
That's it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
some of these wines would go great with Joseph Camariri's Zapela mix.
Wonderful.
See the same Feast of Marion, Jersey City, Mount Carmel.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to say
I heard
feast.
of it, but I never. Where is that? Now caramel. I heard of
Carmel.
it. Where is it?
Jersey City, which is the city I was born in.
Okay.
So
I always hear of it.
when I could relate to you about the city, when me and my brothers were born and my family, we lived in a building, and there was like 14 different units in the building. So you never really left the building. You can go trick or treating in the building, and you
Yeah, up and down.
that was your neighborhood. Then if you walked off the block or you got off the stoop, then your father kicked the shit out of you because he was wondering where you went.
Where you went.
Then you move out to the suburbs and you see a deer, and you're like, "What? It's a deer." And what do we think? Go get it. We'll eat it.
I didn't think that. You did. I would say let it go.
This
It's
is
adorable.
This is suburbs. So this is really great, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, it's Massimo, and Massimo is in Florida, and we're all
Wonderful.
going to be out in Florida in a little while. We're going to talk about that really, really soon. But not only in the plate do I have a slice of pizza, but I also have a sausage sandwich, and so does Lisa
Sausage
Marie.
and peppers.
Sausage and peppers.
Yeah.
And if you look very closely,
Potatoes? Or onions?
Potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes.
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 Now, this is almost real Ginzaloon, because if you go get sausage and peppers, you're going to get sausage and peppers. Very seldom do you get the potato.
Now, this is from the same place.
It's the same place. So
This
thank you
place
so
is
much.
delicious.
Amore Pizza in Nutley. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. This is delicious. This food is delicious. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. The pizza is delicious.
Can you do a product bite?
Oh, what? Oh,
Ready?
oh, you told me first this time, so I didn't just eat it and just my whole mouth as well.
No, come on. You ready?
Go ahead. Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
That is fucking killer.
So, well, that's what he said, but I said it's delicious. And this pizza is insane. It's delicious.
As a court stenographer, are there curse words?
Do you say curse words?
No, if somebody...
I told you it's every word you say. People curse.
Well, if somebody said fuck, is it in there?
It's a word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you coming from?
Brooklyn.
Get out of here.
I'm coming from here. I'm coming from right over here, so I can go over there. She snored. La-
Get out of here.
I don't think I've ever had anybody snort like that on the show. This is really cool. Does the job pay well? Hey, my Stugats, why you can't ask somebody about their money?
It's a wonderful job, and the salary is very nice in court, and it's very nice in freelancing. You make your own salary. You work as much as you want or as less as you want. It's a wonderful job. It is.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you take on a job if it was like a court case and you were like, no, I ain't going there. I don't want to be part of that.
If you're in the courtroom, you could ask another reporter if they want it. Yeah. Trying to see what everybody's saying, but I can't say.
All right, let's take some questions, everybody. Come on.
Go ahead.
Anybody got a question for Lisa Marie? Now's a good time to ask.
I don't know if they
while,
do.
While our mouths are full. All right, watch this. I just got one at Midway on Boardwalk, and it was so small compared to years ago. Oh, he's talking about a sandwich.
Oh, he's talking about the sandwich.
I just followed you, Lisa.
Thank you
Is
so
Tracy
much.
Hugs. Tracy's in Boston. Ooh.
I hate Tracy Hugs.
Midway Steaks. Are you talking about cheesesteaks
Delicious.
in Philadelphia?
Mike Senderpants.
It's a lot. There's a lot of different foods that come from so many different areas.
Yeah.
New Jersey, let's say, is known for pork roll, egg, and cheese on a hard roll. Brooklyn might be known for a slice of pizza, get a slice of pizza. Boston would be known for, what's Boston? Philadelphia's cheesesteak.
Yeah.
The South is Texas toast or biscuits and gravy. Lisa, what is your favorite thing to cook?
Chicken cutlets.
Oh, I love chicken cutlets,
Do you?
man.
I have a lot of people that I owe chicken cutlets to.
Oh, I just
I
get
always
this.
promise chicken cutlets, and I'm actually making them for a friend of mine because I promised. I keep promising, and I never made them for her.
My mother would come down here to the basement and fry the chicken cutlets.
Yep.
Before she fried the chicken cutlets, she put them in egg batter with breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Then she fried them, put down a piece of paper towel.
Yep. And make the oil get out.
Then another layer.
Uh-huh.
Then another layer,
Yeah.
and she would stack them.
That's how you do it.
And then we would have chicken cutlets. For some reason or other, the kids always had chicken cutlets, and we dipped it in ketchup for whatever reason. And then the next day, you could have a chicken cutlet sandwich
Yep.
with arugula and some balsamic vinegar
Delicious.
to fucking die for.
A mozzarella, fresh mozzarella.
Oh, the mozzarella.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Delicious. Delicious.
Duh. Let's do a live show at Amore Pizza in Nutley and live show at L&B
A live
in
show at
Brooklyn.
L&B, I'll
What do you
definitely do.
think?
Well,
Mike,
Nutley, too.
Boston
This
baked
pizza's
beans.
delicious.
Somebody said Boston baked beans.
What?
What's Boston known for? Somebody goes Boston baked beans.
I don't know. Somebody that's from there might be offended if that's not bad. But I don't know what Boston's known for their food. I'm not from there. Tracy, you gotta try this pizza. It's delicious.
I think saying Boston baked beans is pretty a slight, and that is hilarious. We got all this great food, and Boston's known for beans. Mike, Lisa Marie,
Melissa
who are your
McCartney.
favorite female comedians? Oh,
Melissa McCartney, I love.
oh
her.
yeah. Who else?
I got a lot of them.
I
I
wrote
wrote
that.
that. You wrote.
Oh well,
the-
about the baked beans. New England clam chowder. All right, we'll leave them. We'll give Boston the
I
clam
love
chowder.
New England clam chowder.
I don't. I'm allergic to fish.
Yazoo. Oh my god. I would have forgot. I forgot that was fish. Clams, fish.
All
yeah.
right, clam. Ugh, piss clam. How long do you have to wait to enter a courtroom after learning your trade?
Well, once you pass the school, you can take the test, and you have to pass a test to get into the courtroom. To work in a courthouse, you have to take a test.
Like passing a bar exam?
I don't know. I doubt. I mean, they took. Well, that's a written. This is a, and some written.
All right. Well, here's some questions
Go ahead.
that are right to you
To me.
on Facebook. St. Louis style pizza is a thin crust square. Tossed ravioli. Lisa Marie, are you married? Up.
I am a widow.
I can't see any other questions on here. Ralph's or Rita's ices?
Ralph's.
I don't know the difference.
I like Rita's
I know
too.
Rita's
I like Rita and I like Ralph's, but Ralph's is on my corner,
on the corner.
right
by
on my
the
corner,
stoop.
on my house. So that's why I go there because it's right on the corner of my house. But Rita's is delicious too. I like them both.
Jeanette Gilardi says, Mike, Lisa is the best.
Thanks, Jeanette. So are you. That was so nice of you
I
to
think
say
so
that.
too. We're having a lot of fun. The time is flying by. Had Ralph's last night. PB cookie dough.
I like rainbow or coconut. Coconut's my favorite. Not that anybody cares, but if you were wondering.
No, I
coconut's my
like
favorite ice.
coconut.
It's my favorite ice.
Coconut's very different.
Love it.
Remember lemon ice came in
I
chocolate
remember.
ice? Remember the flavor Yum Yum?
No.
Yum Yum was a flavor.
No.
That's
I
a
don't
very
remember that.
Jersey City thing when we were wearing
I
Converse.
don't remember that.
Lisa Marie, how long have you been doing comedy?
It was started 3 years ago. I wasn't doing it to be funny. I was just talking regular, and it became something. But I started 3 years ago.
Graham crackers, ice the heat from Ralph's.
That sounds delicious, like a s'more. Like a s'more.
S'more.
I love a
It's
s'more.
a s'more.
I like anything, but I love a s'more.
My mother used to make a thing called icebox cake.
Yeah, my mother
Remember?
too with the puddings.
Right.
Ah! Are you kidding me?
Stop!
I cut you right off. I never let
No, but
anybody
that's
talk.
okay.
I talk over people. I know. And I repeat myself. I
It's
know
like
all my
fa-
faults.
It's like my family's here.
Yeah.
Icebox cake. It was graham crackers,
Delicious.
and
And
pudding, chocolate
graham
pudding,
cracker,
then graham cracker, chocolate
pudding.
pudding, graham cracker.
Yep.
And we used to think it was just like a poor man's cake, but it was
Well,
the
delicious.
best.
And if you got crazy, you put whipped cream on top of it, which made it even.
Oh.
And you ever put walnuts in it? Stop.
No, we never did the walnuts.
Forget about it.
Never did walnuts,
Forget
but
about
cream.
you.
Cream.
Forget about you.
What kind of cream am I looking for?
Cool Whip
Cool
or Ready
Whip.
Whip? What are you doing?
Cool-
How do
Cool
you
Whip.
not know these things right away? But if you put the walnuts in the pudding, okay, and you put it,
There.
yeah.
Lisa, how many siblings do you have?
I got an older sister and a younger sister.
I saw your sis in an LG post. You made me laugh during quarantine and since.
Thank you very much. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you.
Joseph Camariri wants to know, how about cream puffs? Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Joseph. Yeah, I love cream puffs.
He's the one who's got the Zapala mix.
He's going to come and make them.
Yes.
Yeah. I love them.
I wonder how you boil a Zapala in your house. That
In
must make
oil,
a
deep
mess.
fry.
Deep fry. We're going to have to hang
You
out
gotta
at
get
her
the-
house from now on. Either that or we'll let her have the kitchen down here. This kitchen down here hasn't been used in a long time.
Forget about it.
We really need some tender, loving cooking care down here.
Yeah.
Mike, Umberto's Sicilianos.
Mm.
When you come to Boston, I will take you to the pizza.
Delicious.
All right.
I
Well,
love
I didn't
pizza.
know you were in Boston, Janet. It's nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you.
I meant IG post. Love too. I have two older sisters. You just brought me back in great memories. Yes, that's
Yeah,
right, Dad,
good
Jad
times.
Beach. Because the old days was the best days, and I never even thought I was going to get to the age where I would say the old days were the best days. That's what my parents said. But now I realize they were right. And so we got to enjoy every day while we're hanging out and having some fun. Here comes another one from You Know I'm Right podcast. You were on their show?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Growing up, you had to keep cake in the freezer just in case company showed up unexpectedly. You couldn't eat it. It was there just in case the company. Yeah, I used to say that joke all the time.
I had 2 cakes in my oven. And my oven wasn't turned on, obviously. And I left them in there to hide them. And I forgot them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, is it right?
And
Yeah.
How long had they been in there?
I threw them out because they were old. I left them in there. They were Entenmann's because I hid them.
Entenmann's.
Stop!
You can't. You can't even get Entenmann's in California.
What
Did
about
you know
the
that?
cheese Danish? Shut
Cheese.
up. With coffee, forget about
Chocolate
it.
egg
It's
cake,
delicious.
cannoli, Entenmann's. Look at everybody's on the
Yeah.
same page with all of this good
Yeah.
news.
Yes, Entenmann's. What about the cheese Danish?
Cheese Danish. What was my favorite
Yes,
Entenmann's?
seed oil.
The variety of donuts that you got. A chocolate donut, a powdered donut, and then the glazed donut.
I wasn't in love with
And then the
them.
boring donut.
I wasn't in love with
I
them.
really wasn't either, but every once in a while they
The
were good
cheese
in the
Danish,
coffee.
the marshmallow cake, the
Janet
fudge cake.
Jalali, wait, Mike, you know me. with my nephew Simone. Oh, hey! Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
This
she's
is
gonna
Aunt
cook for
Jeanette.
you. She wants to cook for you.
Ashpetta. Look at this. Look at this. This is you should have your nephew contact Lisa as well. This guy is great. He's got like 300,000 followers on Instagram. They're in Boston, and this is his aunt,
Hi.
and they're watching you for the first time on my
How
little
are
channel.
yous?
Isn't that great? And they're huge fans and some of the nicest people. So I mailed them up
Wonderful.
some shirts, and they're wearing shirts around Boston that say "Make America Italian Again." So
Wonderful,
thank you
wonderful.
guys. Thank you.
Wonderful.
And
Nice to
who
meet
knows?
yous.
We're going to come down to there's an area of Boston, of course, it's got an incredible Italian community. What is it, the South End of Boston, where they have all the shows and like where is it? The North End of Boston, right by the water,
Wonderful.
where their accents start to change.
Beautiful.
So,
Beautiful.
thank you so much. Who else is out here right now? Oh wow! Look at all these people. Oil have 2 frozen Entenmann's in my freezer now.
I love Entenmann's. I love the cheese Danish. I keep saying it. My birthday's coming up.
My mother used to freeze
I have a
bread.
cake though already for my birthday.
Is that right?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
7-Eleven, I get a free Slurpee.
Make America Italian again. Look how happy everybody is.
I do. I bring in my license. I get a free Slurpee. I'm serious. 7-Eleven.
I don't think I've ever even had a Slurpee.
What's
Slurpees
wrong?
was not
Are you
my thing.
allergic to that
7-Eleven
too?
No, I'm not allergic
So
to
why'd
it.
you
I
have
love
one for?
Coca-Cola. We're gonna have one when this show's over. You know what? Why don't we go to McDonald's and get a McFlurry?
A Slurpee, not a a Slurpee.
Yeah, I know.
The
I was
ice,
just
like
I
a-
was making a reference to
Oh.
McDonald's McFlurry.
McFlurries are delicious.
I love a
The machine was
McFlurry.
always broken when I went. Thank God, because I didn't need it.
Thank God.
Thank God they did me a favor.
Tell everybody where they can find you on the internet.
Right here.
Right here behind the bar.
Hi.
What are your
Thank
handles out there?
You. Wait, my name? My screen name?
Yeah.
One Funny Lisa Marie.
What are you on Facebook as well?
I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. He said, "Bring my to you can that's Ralph."
What is it?
That's where I'm from. He's telling me where to bring the ice for
All
ice
right.
to Ralph's. You never had Ralph's. I can't even understand where you've been living.
California,
have-
and Ralph's in California
okay.
is a supermarket like AMPM.
Okay.
I heard that you were performing at Catch a Rising Star, and you also did a performance to open for a singer who does Sinatra, and his name was Michael Martucci. Can you tell us where you're going to be performing now?
I haven't done any shows. I've been taking a break with everything that just happened, but I will be in October doing Long Island and Philadelphia.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And what exactly do you do when you
Love
go
too,
on
Cesar.
stage?
I talk, just like I'm talking now.
Yeah?
I just talk. Yeah, I talk.
You sit or you stand, you put on a show.
I talk, and it's a show. People find it. I mean, I just go up there and I just talk, and I say everything that happens, like just regular talking.
Yes, because the
And-
truth is always funny,
And people
And if
find
you
it
just-
funny, but you know what it is? These people are all my friends.
right?
I've made all these people as friends. We're all friends, so we all laugh about the same stuff. We all get along together. It's like a big high school reunion. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yes.
And it's just everybody's looking to laugh. Everybody's looking to hang out, and they're wonderful people. And I'm so lucky to have met all these people. And we just talk and we just laugh. Yeah.
I actually describe my life identically. I never say my fans. I say my family. I never
Yeah,
say
they're my
that.
friends.
I always say
don't
my
consider
friends.
them fans. I sound ridiculous.
I don't know, it's weird saying that, and I've been in this business since I'm a kid. I always say, my friends, my family, come to the show.
They are my
I never
friends.
even charge extra money for none of that meet and greet bullshit. I want to meet everybody. So when the show is over, I go out into the
Thank
lobby,
you,
you shake
Ronnie.
hands with everybody, you have some fun, and you laugh and you joke. I think we should do
Love to
shows
see
together.
Julia.
Tell everybody. Lisa, can't wait to see you on Long Island.
Yes,
All right.
and governors.
Is that where you're going to be? Governors on Long
Governors,
Island?
yeah.
One of the most famous clubs in the
Thank
world.
you, Annie. It's my birthday. Happy birthday.
When's your birthday?
7-Eleven. I just said it 2,
7-Eleven.
3 times. And I said, you get a free Slurpee. We talked about the Slurpees, and you're not even listening.
No, I'm
Yeah.
listening. I feel like I'm being beaten up by my younger sister.
Yeah.
Levittown. Yeah.
I don't know.
One of the most famous comedy clubs in the world is Governors in Levittown, Long Island, and also Bohemia.
can't.
You two should do a show out in Long Island together.
Yeah, this just happened where they did it, but I had it, but I had to move it. Oh, it's true.
All right.
That means it's true.
What
I
is
had
the
to
date
move
in
it.
October? Do you have it?
I don't have the date yet. It's on the website. They all looked it up because we moved everything into October, and I didn't even. I mean, you know.
All right. Yep. Levittown. There's also one in Belmore. There's 3 clubs that belong to governors. She's going to be playing all of them.
I don't
From
know if I'm
Montauk.
even playing all of them.
Yes, you are. You're going to sell
Who
them all out. It's
knows?
going to be
Yeah,
big.
we'll see. We'll see.
You did the Palladium? Where's
I did
the Palladium?
in New York City, Times Square.
No shit.
Am I gonna lie to you?
There's a
I'm on your thing. Am I gonna lie?
There's a
I'm gonna
Palladium.
know. You can look it up.
Flagel Flat Bagel from Long Island.
Flagel Flat Bagels from Long Island rocks. Oh, I love bagels. Do you ever have a bagel?
I love bagels.
I love
an
bagels, double
everything
toasted
bagel.
with cream cheese.
Yup.
Cinnamon raisin bagel, double toasted with cream cheese. Cropsey Bagels in Brooklyn. Forget about it. Delicious.
We should do a show at Ferry Hawk Stadium in Staten Island. Cousin Mooney, are you stoned?
You?
I do a character. And
Oh.
His name is Mooney. He's not
You
stoned
know.
right now. I could never do a podcast stoned. I wouldn't even know what the hell to talk about. I wouldn't be able to stop eating food. Well, listen, folks, we've had a lot of fun. We've been chit-chatting for an hour and
Wonderful.
10 minutes. It's time for us to get
Wonderful.
going. You two have such a brother and sister vice vibe making me laugh talking about the old days.
Aw.
Yeah, we do. We have a brother-sister vibe. As soon as we're done, we're going to go outside and beat the shit out of each other. Why'd you step on my foot? Shut up. I told you not to talk about that. Mommy always liked you best.
Crazy.
Lisa, how many white clips do you have? I
Not
break
a lot.
them.
I've had this my whole life. This wasn't a gimmick. Everybody asked me about the white clip. In 7th grade, when I finally wore my hair down when I got it cut, I took the thing from the hairdresser, and it's never left my hair since. So I always have a white clip. I put it in. It wasn't a gimmick. It wasn't a thing. In 7th grade, I got my hair cut from Sabrina on Who Cut Your Hair on Avenue U, and I put it in, and that was it.
That is hilarious. Who cut your hair on Avenue U?
Avenue U.
We could,
Sabrina.
we could do this for another hour and a half, but we do got to get going. We're running out of tape. This was great. So happy you guys. All right, listen, we got to
later,
get
guys.
going, folks.
Deli-
Thank you
That's
so much.
delicious.
Thank you so much
Wonderful.
for joining us tonight at Live from My Mother's Basement with me, comedian Mike Marino, and
Thank
my
you for
brand new
having me.
friend, Lisa Marie Riley.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you came. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
And now
you.
that the show's almost over, we're going to go eat the rest of the stuff that's in this house. So let's make America Italian again, everybody. You know the motto. You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, and you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. You're going to say it with me.
What?
Don't take no shit from nobody. Ready?
Okay. Say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
There you go.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Oh, shit.
You didn't even end it.
This-
Oh,
well,
Mano!
This new computer, you can't touch
Forget it,
the
but we're going to be
screen.
on all night long. It's going to be going when we're going upstairs.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.